Hi, this is Abby from Witchcraft Criminal History. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. We're continuing our series on Jack the Ripper. This video is on their communication. Generally, it is extremely rare for serial killers to contact the police. You see a lot in Hollywood, like on CSI and all that, with them teasing the police, saying, sending these letters and they're saying, please go, you can't catch me, and like that. But it's extremely rare. Very, very rare. And there's always a threat of copycats. Or people who falsely say things that they are Jack the Ripper or they are the criminals. And this could cause a lot of troubles because this caused troubles with the Yorkshire Ripper. So it can cause problems, and there certainly were phony letters, even Jack the Ripper time, phony letters being sent into the police. One of the most interesting contact supposedly from Jack the Ripper was a piece of graffiti written in chalk on a wall in Galston Street right after the murder of Catherine Eddowes. And on the wall it said, "The Jews are the men that will not be blamed for nothing." And Jews wasn't spelt the way it was supposed to be spelt, Jewes. It was spelt with a U, Juwes. Everything else was spelt correctly. So people don't. That's the reason why you got the royal theory, because of that particular spelling error. Because sometimes it can refer to the Masons, the Freemasons, as they believe in the free Jews. Juwes. And that's the reason why they believe it's got something to do with the royal theory. And the reason why they believe that this piece of graffiti had something to do with the murders, because they found a piece of Catherine Eddowes' bloodstain, part of a apron, dump, very close by. And it's on Galston Street. Whether that is true or not, whether that note was written by Jack the Ripper, your guess is as good as mine, and no one really truly knows. There were multiple letters sent to the police and to the vigilance committee, because there was a vigilance committee trying to catch Jack the Ripper. And that's how they got the name Jack the Ripper, was through one of these letters, which they now know came from a journalist. So a journalist was sending phony letters. But the two most compelling ones is the Dear Boss letter and From Hell. And from the Dear Boss letter, I'll just read you out what it says. It says, this is written in 17th of September 1888. Dear Boss, so now they say I am a Yid. When will they learn, dear old boss? You and me know the truth, don't we? Lust can look forever, hell can look for Lust can look forever, hell never find me, but I am right under his nose all the time. I watch them looking for me, and it gives me fits, ha ha. I love my work, and I shan't stop until I get buckled, and even then watch out for your old pal Jackie. Catch me if you can, Jack the Ripper. And also written down underneath that was, "Sorry about the bloody still mess from the last one. What a pretty necklace I gave her." So that was the Dear Boss letter. So hopefully you enjoy that. And then you got the other one, which is really, really compelling. And personally, I really believe that this is possibly from Jack the Ripper, even though there was theories that they could have gotten something from an insane asylum. And that's from the Hale letter. The From Hell letter wasn't sent to the police, it was sent to the Vigilance Committee, the head of Vigilance Committee, Mr. Lusk. And it had a piece of Catherine Eddowes' kidney. It had part of her kidney in it. And you remember what I was talking about the victimology? That one of the kidneys were missing, but it was recovered. This is how it was recovered. It was recovered with this letter. Supposedly. And I'll read this one from Hell letter. From Hell. Mr. Lusk, saw. I sent you half a kidney I took from one woman and preserved it for you. The other piece I fried and ate. It was very nice. I may send you the bloody knife that took it out if you only wait a while longer. Signed, Catch Me If You Can, Mr. Lusk. So that's from the From Hell letter. The spelling's absolutely atrocious in that one, but that's From Hell letter. And as I said, out of the compelling letters, this one to me is the strongest one, with possible contact with the murderer. I know you got, like, say, Patricia Cornwall, who said she found Jack the Ripper and found it to be one particular person. I can't remember it, but I think she got one of these phony guys. Because it's quite common. It happens all the time. People are sending letters saying, "Oh, I am this. I'm this serial killer. Come and catch me." When in fact, it isn't. And the police gets his time and time again, and it wastes its time, wastes money, and also it can blindside the police, which happened in the case of Yorkshire Ripper. Okay, so that's the letters. So if you guys were thinking, "Oh, she forgot the letters, how could she forget the letters?" I haven't. Okay, let's go to a little bit more other details, okay. With Jack the Ripper, well, it's a bit interesting, and I find this quite interesting because I've seen this a couple of times. People say that H.H. Holmes is the first documented serial killer. The term serial killer. Yes, H.H. Holmes was the first documented serial killer to get caught. But the term serial killer actually came from to describe Jack the Ripper. It was described for Jack the Ripper, not Holmes. Holmes was just the first one to get caught. Like, Holmes was caught, Jack the Ripper wasn't. I don't know why a lot of videos say it was Holmes. And I've even corrected them, said no, it wasn't Holmes, it was Jack the Ripper. I don't know if it's American pride. Sorry, Americans, but sometimes, I don't know whether that could be a part of it. But unfortunately, Jack Ripper won that title. Okay. So that's to do with the letters. Alright. So yeah, that's what the Jack the Ripper murders were. In regards to the killings and all that. And in the next video, I will be discussing more about Jack the Ripper itself. This is to the psychology side. What is going on in here? And this is actually a bit of my field because I actually study psychology. And I'm actually studying to hopefully become a forensic psychologist so I can study people like Jack the Ripper. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and blessed be.